So Simmers, and good morning on this super exciting morning. Yesterday or last night, we watched the Sims Summit on stream together, and oh my god, there is so much to talk about. I did like a full reaction on stream. We took an hour, we talked about it a lot, we did some speculation, we did some talk about what you all think about all of the new announcements, but I figured why not also make a YouTube video out of it, kind of talking you through what was talked about during the summit, so we can discuss it here on YouTube as well, because I want to know if you're just as excited as I am. I'm very excited for the things that they announced. I think there are some really cool things coming, so I want to walk you through all of the things they said, because if you're anything like me, you might have actually missed some of the things in the announcements because you were so excited about the thing that they mentioned before. Let's dive right into it and start with the first thing that they mentioned, which is obviously that the Sims 4 base game is now free. You can download it everywhere. Something I didn't realize, if you're a PC player, but you also have a console in your home, you can now get the Sims on your console for free. Before, this was kind of annoying to do because then you had to pay in two places, but now you can actually play it on any device that you own, which is really, really nice. But then the next one is that they mentioned that they really saw that we as Simmers really like the express delivery drop, so like the monthly updates, or well, they're gonna do them monthly now. They haven't been monthly before, but they announced they're gonna do monthly Sims express drops, which means that every month we'll get some new free content added to the game, which is obviously amazing. This is a great way, and it really shows their commitment to still continuing to work on The Sims. They also said that they have packs and kits coming out. They specifically mentioned 2 expansion packs, which they have not said anything about. I will dive a little bit more into the teasers that they showed in a little bit, but they mentioned that they have packs and kits coming up. They didn't say anything about game packs or stuff packs, so I'm kind of worried for those 2 categories. I feel like they're gonna be 2 EPs or multiple EPs and just a lot of kits. I feel like kits is really the way that they're going. I feel that that is the thing that they're kind of putting all their energy and effort towards, which makes sense from a business perspective. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. Some of the kits have been amazing and really great quality. Some of the kits I feel like were kind of money grabbing opportunities. So I'm still not really sure how I feel about the kits, but it really looks like EA or Maxis is using those kits as the future. So I think we can safely say that that is the thing that we can expect: expansion packs and a lot of kits. But about those expansion packs, they teased 2, which they then continue to show some art that, let's take a look at it. So they said new worlds. And based on these pictures, I think we're getting another city world, which I'm very happy about because I'm kind of done only having San Myshuno as a city. Looking at it, like, I saw some people speculating on Twitter that it might be a Korean-inspired world, which I would love. I would absolutely love. I think with the Inchin's Arrival kit, they really added something to the game that a lot of people would like. I think having a Korean-inspired kit, having more Asian cultures in the game is only something I can support. It would be so cool. It would be so amazing. I have to say, when I look at the left picture, I'm not really sure what to expect. Based on the little art, like the red kind of sculpture, I was like, what if it's a roller coaster world? But I'm honestly not assuming or expecting anything. Well, wouldn't it be fun if we had some sort of like an amusement park or something? I don't know, that would be pretty cool, but I'm just putting it out there as one of my hopes. It's definitely not something I expect, and it's also very far-fetched based on just that small thing. But anyhow, I still wanted to mention it. I love to see that the lady is carrying a baby on her back. That is definitely something that we'll come to later as well, because it's something that they teased and everyone is very, very excited about. But I'm so excited to see these new worlds. I wonder if these 2 pictures are from the same world or if they're from 2 different worlds. I don't know yet. I cannot wait to hear more about it. They said something about next year, so I don't think they'll be releasing another expansion pack this year. They might tease it. If they are releasing it, I'm expecting it somewhere in November. That's usually the time that they deliver any expansions to the game, so I'm assuming somewhere in December. That's always really, or end of November. That's always really convenient because my birthday is in the beginning of December, so that's the reason I specifically know that November is a month where they tend to release new packs. Something that they also teased is they said something about new builds. I feel like this style really looks like something for elderly people, which is obviously something that a lot of people have been asking for so far, is having like something to make elderly life more meaningful in the game. I have to say, Something about generations would definitely be possible. However, I feel like a lot of the things that we already have in game could have been in a generations pack. So I really wonder what they're going to add. I really hope that they're not going to make a generations pack that is just focused on elderly, because I definitely think there are other life stages like teens that they could spice up very much, even though we have high school now. I do have to say that the kitchen set specifically, it looks so much like the country kitchen kit, and we already have 2 of those. It's again like a very rustic style, and I love it, don't get me wrong. It's a very beautiful style, but I feel like we already have that build style relatively much in the game. So I would prefer to have packs that will focus a little bit more on gameplay over having a lot of build items like some of the other packs that we've recently had, where there was a heavy focus on building as well. And I feel like we as builders, and I'm a builder myself, so I feel like I can say this, we have had our time to shine. I think it's time that we work on some gameplay. As I'm also getting into gameplay more, I do agree with the fact that it's lacking in a lot of places. So please let us get some expansion packs that have some solid gameplay that actually is bug-free when it releases. That would also be super nice. And the last image they teased is the one where it says more ways to tell your Sim stories. I see something with like the fake teeth that elderly use. I actually don't know the word for that. Prosthetic teeth? In English? I don't know. In Dutch, we would call it a kunstgebit, but that's definitely not something that you can translate. But there is something with like the little cabinet, the drawer cabinet with all of the elastic bands and stuff. Again, that suggests to me kind of something like Generations, maybe something for like kids or stuff. I see something with a box of memories, which again, really suggests Generations to me, but also could still be like something of an elderly home or an elderly focused pack. Then we have this really cute chair. I have to say, I have no idea what that hints to. It looks really cute though. I like the style. And then we have the lady with the very fancy underwear. I really like the idea that they're going to add some more modern cast to the game, because I feel like, especially with the game coming out in 2014, there are definitely some items that are questionable in style when you see it compared to today's fashion. So I'm not sure what it will mean. It kind of looks like those like Calvin Klein underwears or something. I don't know what it is supposed to mean, but it looks really pretty and I'm all for it. I can definitely see it being added to the game and me using it all the time. But that's all the teasers that we've got so far. Please feel free to hop in the comments and let me know what you think. Like, what are your speculations for the packs that they're gonna announce? I would love to hear all of your thoughts on the upcoming expansion packs. So feel free to hop in there. Let's talk about it. I will do my best to respond to as many comments as possible, because I would love to just have a chat about all of our speculations, because this is the time to speculate. Then the next big thing that they announced is a native modding platform. And I get that for some people, this came very much out of the blue. I did not expect it. When they announced it, I will see if I can find a clip from my reaction on stream.
I am excited to announce that for the first time in our history, we'll be working with a new destination for the Sims 4 players to download trusted mods and custom content. This will come to life through our new partnership with Overwolf, an all-in-one platform for in-game creators to build a new, safe, curated space for the Sims 4 mods.
What? I was so surprised. I did not see that coming, but I have to say I am honestly, very, very, very happy that they are acknowledging this part of the community, that they're like officially saying, hey, we are working with modders and CC creators, because I think they really deserve that spotlight. I think they deserve that place in the community because they have been fixing the game for years. So they deserve it. And 2, I'm really happy that hopefully through this platform, mods and CC will become more available or more accessible for people to use that might have not used them up until now because they were scared that it would break their game. They were scared that they might download some viruses onto their PC. So I'm really happy that they're going this way. The platform that they announced is CurseForge. They called it something else on the stream, which I'd never heard of, but then all the creators who started to announce that they are actually part of the mod squad that they announced said something about CurseForge, which is actually the modding platform that is also used for Minecraft. So anyone who plays Minecraft will have seen this before. And it is a very easy platform to use. It is just going to be a centralized place for people to upload their mods and CC, which is going to be fantastic for people that have no idea how to use mods and CC, so they can kind of get into it more easily. Peacemaker actually started a thread on Twitter because Peacemaker is one of the people added to the mod squad. The mod squad is a group of creators that has early access to the mod platform. I heard something about in November it will open up for everyone so that they can also add their mods and CC to the platform, but for now it's just the mod squad. he started a thread on Twitter to answer all of your questions, and one of the main questions that I saw people asking is, with this new platform, will mods and CC become paid or will they continue to be free? And he mentioned immediately that they will stay free. So this platform is just going to be a centralized place for you to download mods and CC. It will have an option to support the creator, but mods and CC will stay free. One thing he mentioned is that he would have never agreed to work with this or be on the mod squad if mods needed to become paid. So it's really good to know that it's not going to be that you will have to pay for mods and CC to be able to use them. They will continue to be a free add-on for the game. Also, creators will not be limited to CurseForge. So they will still be able to upload their mods on their Patreon or Tumblr pages. So if you are like used to downloading your mods in a certain way, this new platform doesn't have to change your workflow or doesn't have to change the way that you use mods and CC in game. But creators that have been so far announcing are people like Peacemaker, Twisted Mexi, Felixandra and Harry, Sixim, House of Nando, Kawaii Stacy. Like, if you want to know more creators, I would highly suggest just going on Twitter, searching for some hashtags about the Sims Summit or the new modder platform, Mod Squad, stuff like that, because so many amazing modders and CC creators have been posting about that they are part of the mod squad, and I'm honestly so proud to see some of my friends here, like House of Nando. It's honestly so cool to see them being recognized and getting honor for their work because they totally deserve it, and I cannot wait to see all of the cool things coming. Something that has been speculated about, which really excites me, but I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet, is that through this new platform, we'll be able to share CC related builds. This also would make sense with having Kawaii Stacy on board because she mainly does CC building. I'm not sure if she actually makes her own CC. I've not seen her do it. Maybe she does, so maybe I'm mistaken. But mostly she makes beautiful CC builds. But with her addition to being part of the mod squad, I'm kind of assuming that this speculation might be true, that we'll have some way or form where we can share a build that contains CC and then someone can download it, kind of like the gallery, but you'll actually be able to download it with the CC. Mind you, probably the CC has to be on CurseForge for this to work, so it won't work with all CC creators if they're not on the platform. But I do see this working, and I'm so stoked about it because I use a lot of CC on my builds that I do on stream. And so many people ask if I can upload them, specifically like my Legacy Challenge houses or my Not So Berry Challenge houses. And maybe in the future will be a possibility for me to share those builds with you. And I think a lot of other people will be super, super stoked about this too. Then they did a bunch of announcements on mobile and Sims Freeplay, which I'm not going to cover in this video for the very simple fact that I don't play those games. So I won't be able to cover the changes in depth because I honestly have no idea what it was before, and they announced some really cool things, and I'm honestly really, really excited for those who play Freeplay or play mobile. Feel free to go out there and like look for some other amazing YouTube creators or content creators on Twitter or Tumblr or anywhere that will definitely post about this because I'm not the person that can tell you what they have announced there. It looks really good. It actually made me a little bit excited, so I might check out those games in the future. But let me know if you do play mobile or Freeplay because I am excited to hear what you think of those games because they did look kind of exciting, I have to say. And then I think we get to maybe one of two of the biggest announcements during this stream, and that is they have officially announced The Sims 5. The working name for The Sims 5 is Project RENE, so they are not calling it The Sims 5.
Now, I want to give you all a very early behind-the-scenes look at what we're testing and exploring. Again, this is very early, and just a few aspects of what Project RENE will grow to be. We start with our creative tools, a key part of our Sims DNA. We're experimenting with what's worked and where we can push further to offer more flexibility than ever before. We begin with the ability to change not only patterns and colors, but also the shapes of the objects that you'll be using when you build and decorate in-game. For years, we've seen the power of the community coming together and sharing the cool things you can do with your friends. Whether you've used the gallery or shared your creations elsewhere, being able to celebrate each other's work has been a long-standing tradition. With Project RENE, we want to make it easier to work together and share. You can choose to play or create by yourself or with your close friends. It's entirely your choice. No matter who you may want to play with, we want you to be able to play wherever you want. So this is demonstrating an early technology test of how you can play this game across supported devices of your choosing. Same experience, different screens. Now this is just a small taste of what Project RENE and the team is working on alongside the Sims 4 and mobile teams. Over the next couple of years, we'll continue sharing updates with all of you on Project RENE.
Obviously, the entire community is running with it and calling it The Sims 5. No one is just calling it Project RENE, but they have announced it as Project RENE. This is a working name that the devs will use over the coming years. So they specifically mentioned years. I'm not expecting this to launch anytime soon, but they said that they will be using this name to share updates about it. They have never ever shared something this early in development. So this is like a major step forward in The Sims or EA trying to be transparent about their developing process, trying to involve us as a community to give feedback. This is something that I have seen with another game that is mentioned as a great competitor for The Sims, which is Paralives. So they have been trying to do that, like show early access, show like very early screenshots and stuff like that to kind of involve the community to give feedback and stuff. I think this is a great way that The Sims is doing this as well, simply because it will show us how a development process will look like. For anyone who doesn't work in IT or development, it is hard to kind of see the black box of development of a game or software, to see what happens behind the scenes, how much time things take, all of the options that they have, all of the choices that they make. And I really love that they're involving us as a community, kind of giving us a window into what is going on behind the scenes to show us what that development process looks like. They will keep us posted on Twitter and Instagram, they said. Those were the best places to follow them. So make sure to follow the official Sims channels there so you will continue to also get the updates on Project RENE. Whenever something exciting happens, I will also try to make a video about it because I am very, very stoked about this. Please feel free to pop in the comments, let me know your thoughts on Project RENE or The Sims 5. Let me know what you like of the early screenshot. I know that they announced something about like multi-platform, real-time multi-platform. Actually, it becoming a multiplayer game. In some of the screenshots, you could see two pointers in the game, like people actually simultaneously working on a build. We could see functionalities like a color wheel, things like way more customization options in what your items will look like. They did show off mostly build mode right now, but it looks amazing. I cannot wait for it. Please let me know down in the comments below what you are most excited for so far and what you think of Project RENE. I would love to hear your thoughts, but I'm very, very excited for the things that they've shown so far. And then all the way at the end of stream, they have done like 30 minutes of content. Everyone is like, oh my god, there's so much that I need to think about. And then this lady is like, wait a minute, I have one last thing to drop. And there is no way I can explain to you how excited I got, so I'm just gonna show you the clip from my stream because I think it will perfectly show you my reaction.
Hold on.
There's more.
That infant still crying?
There's more.
Let me go check on that.
Crying? Babies? Shut up! No longer object babies! I think you got how excited I am for the babies. I am so excited for the baby update. It said expecting 2023, like The Sims 4 expecting 2023. So I'm assuming that somewhere next year we'll get some information about the baby update. I did see a lot of items in the screenshot as well, or like in the little video. So I'm assuming that it's going to be part of a pack. I'm not assuming that it's going to be part of like a monthly drop. I think that the infants might actually be part of one of the expansion packs that they will announce, giving me another reason to believe that they're not going to announce any expansion packs this year, but they're going to do it next year. And taking the fact that we're going to get infants and seeing a lot of things for elderly, I am expecting something for generations again, but they might be two completely different packs with two completely different themes, and then actually one having more focus on elderly Sims and one having a focus on babies. I don't know, but I'm so stoked for finally having babies that are more than objects, babies that are actually Sims. I am scared of the fact that then those babies will have a needs panel as well, and that I will have to take care of them. And I'm already deeply sorry for anyone playing the 100 baby challenge because I think your lives are gonna get a lot more difficult right now. But please feel free to drop in the comments to tell me all of your thoughts on the Sims Summit from last night. I would love to hear what you think. I will be keeping my eye out for any updates on Twitter. And if there's anything big to share, I will definitely make sure to share it with you. Feel free to also follow me on Twitter because if there's like smaller updates, I'll make sure to retweet it and stuff. And if you want to talk about this live, I will actually be streaming today and tomorrow. So if you're seeing this video on Wednesday or Thursday, feel free to come to my Twitch chat. Today I'll be streaming at 3 p.m. CEST and tomorrow at 7 p.m. CEST. feel free to pop over there and like come hang out in chat to discuss it, because I would love to hear your thoughts real time so we can have a more interactive chat about it rather than in the YouTube comments. But thank you so much for being here. And with all of that being said, I will see you on the next video. Bye everyone!